Metro Manila mayors have started discussing a resolution to ban all street parking possibly by September. Initial proposals suggest banning parking on NCR streets from 5 in the morning to 10 in the evening. But if the MMDA will have its way, it wants the ban imposed the same hours as the color coding scheme. Soon, there will be a technical working group meeting to discuss the suggestions and identify roads that should be declared no parking zones. But for DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla, this should be a no-brainer since all car owners are actually mandated by law to have their own parking spaces.
The intent is to make Metro Manila more livable. So we start with parking. It'll take 1 month to resolve on a granular basis. Ang mga mayors mag-identify. DWG, they're going to identify yung major possible, major thoroughfares na kailangan no parking talaga. So we're going to be very strict about it. Gagawin namin ng a whole city map para makita na kung saan pwede pumarada at hindi.
Now let's discuss this with San Juan Mayor and Metro Manila Council Chief Francis Zamora. Good evening, Mayor Francis.
Yes, good evening, and thank you for having me in your program.
So are you already in agreement, most of the mayors, on banning street parking in Metro Manila?
Actually, this was discussed earlier during our council meeting, and some issues were raised. Allow me to share our experience here in San Juan, as it can be a good reference for everyone. In our Mabuhay lanes, definitely, there's no parking allowed. In fact, when I became mayor in 2019, I removed all street pay parking that was previously being implemented, especially in the Green Hill Shopping Center area. So we have been very consistent with our road clearing efforts. But also, there are some roads, especially those that are considered interior roads, that the barangays allow parking in these areas because basically they are not within the main roads, so it does not affect the traffic flow. So what we discussed earlier is there will be no total ban for now because there will be a technical working group that will be established to determine per city which areas will be allowed for street parking. A lot of considerations have to be weighed in here because a total ban would really be very difficult because not all cities have the same demographics. So the suggestion of some mayors earlier was to basically submit to the technical working group which areas in their city they feel they will allow street parking without necessarily this affecting the traffic flow.
Hi, Mayor Zamora. It's Sean, and I'm from San Juan. I know what you've been doing. The Mabuhay lanes come first, and then the clamping comes next, right? So, you know, this has been tried in the previous admin, tinry na rin ni former President Duterte, and obviously it didn't really work. So do you think if we just kind of limit the areas, because I guess it's really impossible kahit may batas na bawal talaga na wala kang garahe kung may kotse ka. Do you think the Mabuhay lanes would be, kumbaga, much easier to implement and mas mabilis nating ma-achieve?
Okay, Sean, I know you're from Green Hills, so you understand the situation, especially within our city jurisdiction. Yung time ni President Duterte, before I remember, talaga nagkaroon na ng road clearing operations. At ang mahalaga kasi rito, no, especially with Mabuhay Lane, yung implementation. Kasi minsan may mga nakikita tayong lugar, kahit Mabuhay Lane, pinapayagan pa rin ng parking, ibig sabihin hindi ina-apprehend. Kung magiging very strict tayo in terms of towing, clamping, ticketing, yung implementation natin, malaking bagay na yan eh. So kailangan lang very sustainable yung efforts natin, yung implementation natin. Ngayon yung total ban, I honestly think magiging mahirap yun. Kasi meron naman talagang mga areas na kahit payagan mo halimbawa yung parking lang sa gabi or one-side parking, hindi naman siya nakaka-apekto talaga sa flow ng traffic. So we just really have to determine anong mga kalye pa talagang dapat totally bawal pumarada, alin naman ang pwedeng one-side parking, alin naman yung pwedeng sa gabi lang. So hindi talaga ubra yung yung all-encompassing ban
Right.
per
But-
se. No? Kailangan talaga specific. Yeah.
Mayor, who is in charge of implementation? Will it be by LGU or is the MMDA the body that will implement this?
Okay. Meron po kasi tayong mga national roads, meron tayong mga local roads. But in our experience, pwede ho kasi magtulungan ng MMDA at LGUs because the MMDA does not have enough enforcers. No? Sa dami ng mga kalye po natin all over Metro Manila, hindi po kayang puro MMDA po yan. So it can be a joint undertaking, something that we're actually doing already. So ang kinakailangan talaga, ma-determine alin ba yung mga areas per city na pwede at hindi. And yun po yung babantayan jointly by the MMDA and the LGU.
Mayor, how will this be implemented? No contact ba yan? Or will authorities still be on the ground? And how soon can we expect itong result ng inyong initial review?
Okay, so ngayon po, ang pinapayagan pa lang na NCAP ay yung areas na controlled by the MMDA. So mayroon pa rin pong TRO doon sa mga LGUs na merong NCAP. So ang Supreme Court po ay merong TRO pa dyan. So pagdating po sa mga areas na hindi pa ho nasasakupan ng NCAP, that will still be your physical apprehension. Pero again, kakamit lang po namin kanina. The agreement is to form a technical working group and for all the cities to submit their recommendations. I'm sure we will meet again this August kasi ang deadline na binibigay po ni Secretary Remulla ay by September dapat ma-firm up na natin ito.
And punot dulo nga nito, Mayor Zamora, yung lumalalang sitwasyon ng traffic, hindi lang naman sa kung ano-anong lugar, pero yung buong Metro Manila, like we noticed, it's
This week was horrible.
horrible. Very, very horrible. Did you also discuss, like how to address? Kasi minsan, napapansin ko, lalo na pag boundary area, yung mga enforcer nitong LGU, wala na silang pake dun sa kung mabara yung kabilang LGU dahil nandun sila sa may gilid, di ba? Napag-usapan ba yung mga ganitong matters?
Are you talking about Mandaluyong and Pasig?
That's one. That's one of them, yes.
Well, it wasn't discussed earlier, but again, given these situations, kailangan lang talaga merong tamang pag-transition lang. Because of course, boundary na ho yun, Wala nang jurisdiction ng enforcers ng San Juan over the Quezon City side, for instance, or Mandaluyong side. Pero hindi naman pwedeng sabihin mong hindi natin take into consideration yung kapitbahay nating city. So kailangan talaga ay talagang merong close coordination din po. Because remember, 17 LGUs in Metro Manila, 1 metropolis. Hindi natin pwedeng consider na San Juan lang, Mandaluyong lang, Quezon City lang. Kailangan talaga ang traffic management ay nag-overlap to the cities that are contiguous to us.
And there's been also this proposal to have a Metro Manila governor, which I think the last one was Imelda Marcos. Correct me if I'm wrong. At the moment, you're the closest, I guess, because you had the MMC. The closest thing we have.
Very peculiar po kasi ang Metro Manila, Unlike in the provinces, merong governor. Sa atin po, walang governor. The MMDA, of course, headed by Chairman Artes, ang implementing arm. Ang Metro Manila Council naman po ang policy-making body. So, ganyan po ang dynamic status sa Metro Manila at wala po tayong elected governor. So, medyo iba po tayo.
But would you be open kung doon sa panukalang yun na ibalik yung posisyon na yun? Or you think it works out fine now, yung current sistema na, kayo yung policy making and then mag-enforce si MMDA?
Well, actually, talagang, it will need a national law kung sakali yung magkakaroon ng pagbabago po dyan. But yan, basta naman maayos po talagang coordination ng MMDA at mga LGUs natin, what's nice, and this is something that I can share po, maganda naman pong relationship ng mga Metro Manila mayors, nagkakaintindihan po kami, nagkakasundo po kami, nagtutulungan po kami. At ako po personally, napakaganda po ng relationship ko with the MMDA Chairman Don Artes. So it's important to have this good rapport amongst all the mayors and the MMDA Chairman kasi at the end of the day po, yung mga decisions na gagawin natin, yung mga implement natin, mga patakaran, kinakailangan po talaga ay sinusunod ng lahat. Hindi pwedeng merong mga city na pakiramdam nila they are above the other cities. Hindi pwedeng pakiramdam nila mas may kapangyarihan sila sa MMDA. No, kinakailangan talaga, let's subject ourselves to the same kind of laws and guidelines para maging mas maayos po ang implementation po natin.
Right. It's good now because you're all getting along, but in the past, there have been instances where we have mayors feuding and even not recognizing the MMDA.